KDB. KDB.
Beats Planet.
And
well, come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
Football. Boy, we be in the off season. We be trying to make it stretch, boy. You know what I'm saying? We be trying to squeeze everything out that work we can get, man. Like, man, so if Dak Prescott was a left-handed quarterback, how many games would we win? You know what I mean? Shit like that we be talking about. You know what I'm saying? But we finally got football, man. And, you know, you always say that when we have actual football, the job gets easy. Job gets easy, man, because there's so much we can talk about. There's so much that we can say. There's so much nuance to this game, man. Like, and this game that we just had Saturday, boy, it was a lot for us to talk about. Now, let me just ask you something, Will Steele. And I'll ask you text, and I'm going to ask the chat box too.
Good.
I feel like, you know, preseason is always kind of like preseason, but I feel like sometimes, you know, once you get to a certain point in preseason, you go, all right, I'm just going to fall asleep, or I'm just going to do something else, or whatever. When you have a really good drafting team, the second half of the preseason is always, you know what I mean? Like it's different than what it normally is. I remember once upon a time, and I've been a grown football fan for a good little bit, and some second half preseasons just aren't interesting to me, right? But I'm deep into quarter number 4, looking at Isaiah Land, Will Steele, looking at some of these corners in red, Sheldrick Redwine, seeing what he's doing in
Red wine.
Exactly, sir. Playing corner over there, seeing what the wide receiver's doing. Will Greer thinking he Pat Mahomes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not planting his feet before he throw the ball. Like it's a lot of stuff that we ended up looking at. Lipke was on the field. Oh, let's see what Lipke's gonna do. John Stevens got on the field, right? And it gave us so much conversation. Me and you was just talking backstage. Will said that I kind of wanted to break this up into 3 days. We back though. Fuck it. I'm your host, Voch Lombardi.
AKA Ferrari.
Get ready to squeeze all this in one day. VOCHLOMBARD. I appreciate y'all for being here. So Whitey Cop. I'm being point guarded by the best in the business, Master William Skywalker Steele. What's up, sir?
What's good, squad? How everybody doing, man? Football, baby. Football.
Football is back, man. We got the phones lit today. The number to call in is 202-926-1127. Access code 309-104. Of course, this is a day that we want to hear from y'all. Some days, hey, man, the phones be broken. I don't know what the hell be going on with the phone. You know what I'm saying? But today is a fantastic time to hear from y'all. So please tap in with us. Let's not waste any time, Will Steele. Let's not waste any time. There's one player this offseason or this preseason game that we played last Saturday, Will Steele. There's one player that just stood out amongst the rest, right? It ain't even close. One player that just sent Cowboy Nation into a frenzy. Well, and we're watching it as we're happening, like as we watching it, right? We seeing depth charts changing in front of us, right? Like we're just, damn, boy, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen the next day when this shit started going on. Will Steele, when Josh Ball hit the field, when Josh Ball hit the field, you can see the change start to happening, right? You can see the change start to happening. Now, me and you said this backstage. I'm like, look, ain't no way we line up against Dexter Lawrence and them with this shit here.
No.
You know what I'm saying? There's no way we
right
walk
here.
It's not, ain't no way we walk against Dexter Lawrence. But boy, I'm like, damn, but we get to look at Awesome Riches. We get to take a look at Fournier playing at guard, moving around. Oh, Hoffman's going to be playing some center. Well, let's go full-blown right tackle. Josh Ball is there. And boy, I just couldn't help but to see Josh Ball. It just stood up. He started glowing, Will Steele. Josh Ball ass started glowing, Will Steele. Look, the funny part about it is I didn't know that the contract renegotiation was going on. Like at that point, I just thought that both guys just had their lines drawn in the sand. Oh, but Will Steele, Josh Ball with his ass out there, Zach Martin looked at us like this. Oh. Off-season peanut butter don't work for him, huh? Run that shit. And Jerry Jones had to get that pocketbook, dog. Will Steele, all that whole, hey, man, we going to lean on our young guys. All that, hey, man, we just going to, hey, guys got to step up. Guys got to step up. All that. Hey, we're going to rely on Dak Prescott to step up and, take things away and make it easy for this offensive line to thrive. Oh, Terrence Steele is going to have to be a veteran to bring Josh Ball along. And the whole time, boy, just Zach Martin looking at you like, with Duke Manyweather and shit, just looking around, just waiting to get that phone call, Will Steele. Josh Ball was so terrible. He was so horrific. And please, y'all tap into my Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. We watched the offensive line today and a couple other players, Deuce and Jalen Tolbert, but we really watched offensive line to really get a good feel for Awesome Riches. Will, I didn't go into it wanting to watch Josh Ball. I don't like to inflict pain on myself in that way. I just wanted to watch Awesome Riches. But for shits and giggles, what we ended up doing in Patreon, Will Steele, we said, all right, the first playthrough, let's watch Awesome Riches. And if anything bad happened on the play, let's track it back to see if it's Josh Ball's fault. And just give or take, let's just say it was 60 plays, Will Steele. 45% of the time, the shit was Josh Ball's fault. The rest was Will Greer thinking he Pat Mahomes and shit, right? So now we're in this place to where it's almost desperation, dog. And look, to be fair, Will Steele, we just keeping it a buck right now. I don't think Jerry and Steven were ever going to live in this world where we're going to line up against Dexter Lawrence and the boys, Leonard Williams and the boys, and Josh was the first right guard out there next to Terrence Steele and them. You know what I'm saying? I understand, you trying to save your money, you trying to hold on to your future assets, but bro, you trying to win a Super Bowl, man. You're trying to win a Super Bowl these next 2 years. And if I'm not mistaken, Will Steele, these next 2 years are guaranteed for Zach Martin now?
Correct. Full guaranteed above 18 mil. I mean, I got the tweet. Let me pull up the tweet for you, Voch, so we can go ahead and read exactly what we got going on here from Josh Ball.
Because I tell you what. Go ahead. No. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? We was watching Awesome Riches and he did fine, but he don't play the right side, boy, because we need something.
But he ain't. Either way, you need some interior help. If Zach, you need it still. But anyway, Adam Schefter, Cowboys and All-Pro guard Zach Martin reached a reworked deal. The new deal will pay him north of $18 million over the next 2 years. He was scheduled to be at 13.5 this year and 14 next. So it's an additional $8.5 million. Both years are fully guaranteed per sources. So there has been a healthy compromise as it needed to be. And as we said from the jump, man, all Zach Martin had to do was just chill. Just chill. All he had to do was just chill because you saw out there at camp, you didn't have the answer, Sway. And then the preseason game solidified that. Yeah. There is nobody on that interior that you feel comfortable with moving. And I know we beating up on Josh Ball because it's easy to do. But, I mean, the dude does not look like a guard. There is nothing natural about it. He has the same issues he's had since he came in here. He's floppy. He's all over the place. There's no technique to it. The most comfortable he looks is just pushing somebody when it's time to run the ball. But when you got to get him to move, oh, my goodness. As you would say, he just kept dying a horrible death.
Dying a horrible death, man. I was looking at Josh Ball, man, and you said it perfectly, Will Steele. Just flopping all over the place and falling. And look, Zach Martin was like, I ain't never did that shit before. I ain't never hit the ground like that. But Will, straight up, man, like we always talk about this though, right? We talk about how the rookies make it uncomfortable for these year 3 guys, right? For these older guys, right? Awesome Richards, Hoffman, Fournier on the way out the door, but he's around. He's the old guy right now, but he's on his way out the door. Guys like, well, let's go. Like TJ Bass even, they all played better than Josh Ball. Now, just flex. I talked to Brian Broaddus about this. Talked to Brian Broaddus about it, and I was just like, "Hey, man, at some point, we have to let these guys go against different competition, right? So that we can know who they really are."
Yes.
Guys like Bostic, the undrafted kid from Kansas, guys like TJ Bass, the undrafted kid from Oregon, Hoffman, all those characters, they look good versus their kind, right? Versus these, it's racist, versus these, third team guys, second team guys, right? I would love to, for sure, you people. I would love to just bump them up the depth chart one time, right? Not even to take a job, but just to see what it looks like. What would TJ Bass look like if he was the first team guy with going against the first team Jacksonville guys with Let's Go next to him, such and such, right? We need to know these things. Isaiah Land, we need to know these things. Let's just get into this, Will Steele, the true superhero of this offseason, Deuce Vaughn, right? I talked about this, Will Steele. I think Deuce Vaughn, I'm not saying that he's taken RB2 just yet. It's a lot of things in the way of that. Seniority's kind of in the way of that. Just the Cowboys typically, have been pushing Rico down a little bit, and it's only one game. But I will say, in terms of depth chart rising, and in terms of let's see what you look like, competition wise, if this game you start with Malik and you rotate Rico, it only makes sense to me that in the next game you start with Rico and you rotate Deuce. And then in the second half, you can do what you want to do with Hunter and Malik, but I just think that's fair. I just think that's what the pecking order has worked itself into. Going into this offseason, I thought Deuce was going to be a package guy. Shouts out to the Roundtable group chat. Flister King said it today. He said, "Hey man, we need to find a way to get packages for Deuce." I feel you. I just look at Deuce as RB2 type guy. Let's just run with Deuce. Let's just give him 6 plays in a row. Let's give him a series if anything happens. If something happens to Tone, let's just give Deuce the ball and see what happens. Will Steele, Deuce Vaughn was clearly the best running back on the field that night. Clearly. Now, is that because Deuce Vaughn was going against, the second half children? That's what we got to figure out. That's what we got to see. But typically, how running back works, you live based on what the offensive line blocks for you. Right. So now we got to know, okay, well, you're going against a better defense, but you also have a better offensive line now. What does Deuce look like versus them dudes? I think Deuce look fantastic versus these guys anyway, because he's great. He's a runner. He's patient. He presses the holes. He reads well. He doesn't run himself into trouble like Malik Davis does. And he's a pass catcher. And if Will Grizz on that nonsense throwing the ball too high, Deuce Vaughn catching front shoulder fades at the 20-yard line where he got to readjust his body in the air 3 times like Calvin Cambridge when he was dunking it like Mike Will Steele. So I'm ready for Deuce Vaughn to make that next damn jump, and I'm excited about him. What you see in that, sir?
I mean, I concur everything you said there. I don't give a damn what number you want to put on him. RB1, RB2, well, I shouldn't say RB1. Tony's RB1. RB2, RB3, RB4, RB, I don't give a damn. He needs to be involved every single week. But that was my stance from the jump, honestly, with Deuce Vaughn. He's a guy that, whether you call it packages, whether you call it whatever, he should see, in my opinion, 7 to 10 plays at minimum out there. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be 7 to 10 touches every time, although he probably should, because you don't want to run Tony Pollard into the ground. But he just went out there and did what we saw in college. His skill set is translatable. It is. It just is. And he has a skill set that, let's just be real. The other guys don't have a special skill set. Those guys can be productive, but they don't have a special skill set. And Malik, Deuce Vaughn has that, bro. And the Texas route, crazy. You know what I'm saying? The quickness, making dudes miss at the line of scrimmage. There was somebody that was trying to argue with me, or not even with me, with themselves about, Malik Davis didn't have a good offensive line in front of him.
What the fuck you?
Sir, what you think that Deuce Vaughn had? I mean, I watched the play and where Malik Davis literally ran into the back of his lineman, and there was a lane that he could have created, right? Where Deuce Vaughn had no lanes half the time. Although shout out to the big run, he got a great block from the tight ends. But for most of the time, it was Deuce Vaughn creating. And this goes back for years where I said, look, if your O-line can't block it and your offensive coordinator can't scheme it up, you need somebody that can make people miss. Deuce Vaughn can do it. And he absolutely deserves, more, maybe one more game just to kind of get him loose. But if he's going to be a part of the offense, I don't need to see no more after next week.
First thing I said was to tweet that shit. Hey man, just get him ready for New York. I'm done. I'm ready. Hey, yo, Will, you want to hear something funny? Somebody asked me about Ronald Jones. Let me tell you something.
Why?
And look, Will Steele, nobody was. I guess I'll just say patting Ronald Jones on the back and say y'all need to give him a chance, like more than us, right? Like we were championing for Ronald Jones, but boy, the one thing you can't do is when you leave your job, the motherfucker taking your spot at the job, doing the job fantastic while you at the house chilling. You gotta be available in the preseason. You gotta be available. You can't turn the ball over. You can't miss blocks. Rico, Ronald, and Malik did all that shit. Deuce Vaughn did not, ladies and gentlemen. Now, like I said, it's incredibly early, and we have a lot of time to talk about this, man. But as of now, man, we just talking about stock ups and downs, and we'll talk about this a little bit more when we get into the full depth chart breakdown, man. Deuce is up, Malik is down. Now, Malik gonna have to prove himself, but Malik's not going to gain any favors, like Will Steele said, running into the back of people or cutting back when nothing is there, you know. If you running behind like Zach Martin or something, like if you start behind Zach Martin and you cut back because like Tyler Smith over there dealing with a one tech or something, sure, I can confidently say that you can cut back and feel good blindly, you know, just running over there seeing what's going on. But you can't be trusting Josh Ball. And
speaking of that, how much stock do you put in PFF grades?
None.
I saw Montana in the chat and I have to laugh a little bit. He said, we just flat out just hating on Josh Ball. He had a good run blocking grade, which again we've acknowledged he can push dudes around, but in his pass blocking grade was like the second best. I don't put much stock into grades, but here with PFF, his pass blocking grade was 38. Voch, 38. Last year in 151 snaps, Cowboys Nation, he gave up 6 pressures and 1 sack. In 36 snaps yesterday or Saturday, he gave up 3 pressures. He's already halfway there in almost 100 less snaps. What are we doing?
They gave him a 38.
They gave him a 38, bro. And if you are in the Patreon, you would realize why we're saying what we're saying about Josh Ball.
Will, they gave him a 38. You get 40 points for writing your name on the paper.
38, bro. His 38 is worse than last year.
Yeah, like you just got to show up to the game and leave healthy, and you get a 42. You get a 38. And listen, this whole Josh Ball run game thing. Oh, Voch, he's a good run blocker.
No,
that's not enough.
But he's not even. He's adequate.
He ain't even a good run blocker. For sure.
No, I wouldn't call him a good run blocker. Again, if you say, "Hey, just go push somebody real quick," but if you got to get him on a move, did you see the play with Rico Dowdle? I mean, it was blocked up so well by everybody else, and Josh Ball just stumbling, fumbling, bumbling all over the place. Missed the linebacker. Boom. Guy meets him in the hole. He's 6'8", trying to play in a guard. He can't do it. Get him out of here, fam.
When I tell you patreon.com/Voch Lombardi watch the film, we literally, if something bad happened on the play, we tracked it backwards. It always led to Josh Ball, Will Steele. That's not hyperbole. We not being funny.
Right,
It's
man.
Josh's fault.
And I promise you, had he put, because this is the other thing that used to crack me up.
Sure.
Hey, Terrence Steele, he could be. Stop.
All right.
Stop.
All right, motherfucker.
Terrence Steele showed you some improvement, low key, at the end of that 2020 season. He showed you traits.
Sure.
Find me a guy, Voch. Take the funnies aside. All seriousness, I'm asking O-line Voch. Mm-hmm. Give me some trait that makes Josh Ball keepable or makes you say, man, we can build off that. That is such a good trait.
He has length, and everybody doesn't have length.
That's measurables.
Okay.
That's measurables.
Well,
give me a trait. Is it feet? Is it quickness? Is it strength? Is it technique? Is it the IQ? What is it that makes you say, hey, man, there's something in this guy?
Well,
and don't be Shady McCoy. Don't lie on me today.
Okay. So Josh, I'm
listening.
So when he was at Marshall, right, one thing that he was really good at was
yeah, I'm all ears, bro.
So you're saying I can't use measurables, right? So I can't use
his God-given height. Can't control that. You know, something that he can get better at. He can't say, hey, I'm gonna grow 6 more inches. You know what I'm saying?
Something that he can improve.
Something that he can improve on, but already has a really good building block. Like, man, he's really good at that.
How about this? Josh's rookie year, right? He
yeah, this ear is listening now because I think that one's going out.
Okay, so when you get off-season peanut butter, right? He was, you know, and Waletzko was hurt. Waletzko was hurt.
He was.
And
That's
when
a fact.
And that's a fact, right? So watch this. When Josh was in the it was regular season. He got in the game, and I saw
What'd you see? What'd you see? We all listening. Take your time.
Man, wasn't that one play Will Steele when Josh he
when he stumbled and bumbled?
Tony was with
I think you're getting that mixed up with Jason Peters, who came in there and saved that damn drive in the Houston Texans. Point exactly.
What fucking
point exactly.
He can go. That's how Will Steele talk to you in the car. When you ain't ambitious enough, he just ain't slammed the dashboard this time. Where's the evidence, Voch? I don't know. Look, Wilson, this is something that I learned about you, right? Me and you debating, right? Say me and you debating. You're really good at making what you sound like, whatever your point is, you're really good at making it sound like the truth regardless. And you're really good at making our point sound like bullshit. You're really good at that. And I was listening to your show and you was eating somebody alive on your show. They was talking about some little nonsense. And I was like, hey, you know what? This dude got a point, but we'll make him sound goofy as hell. So we don't want to hear him no more. So we'll just win by debate. I mean, he just win by default.
Nonsense. That's what you said. If it's nonsense, absolutely.
Oh man, but yeah, man, I don't have a if we taking measurables away, just something that you can get better at. Yeah. Nah, I ain't got nothing for Josh Ball. I ain't got nothing.
I'm just figuring it out. I'm trying to find out why the reason we capped for Josh Ball.
Nah, man, Josh gonna be in Arizona or something. You know how it go. But anyway, moving on. Shouts out to everybody in the chat right now. How many we got? Okay, we getting up there. We're currently at 11, about 1170, but I'm trying to get up there. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. So Deuce was a positive. You know, it's hard to evaluate wide receivers when your quarterback stinking it up like this. I don't even want to say stinking it up, but I do feel like there should be this idea that yes, it's a preseason game and we are trying to win, but we should try to do shit just to get a look, just to see what shit is like. And Cooper Rush got in the preseason game and played like he'll play in a regular game. Like he just threw that bitch to Jake Ferguson and whoever was at running back every time he tried to make a play. When he tried to throw it to a receiver, it was looking like Pick City or whatever, right? But I really wanted to see more from I mean, I saw enough from Tolbert, but let's see more from Tolbert. Let's see more from Jalen Brooks and those guys. And you know, Jalen Brooks got his targets or whatever, but boy, the quarterback play was lacking. The one thing I can say that when we're in practice, 4 typically elevates these guys. For all the people that feel like 4 don't elevate guys, 4 make all these dudes look pretty good. But what does it look like when a pass rush is looking Will Greer in the face and Will Greer just will not set his feet before he throw? Like, what does that look like? And guys like Jalen Brooks, I think were really affected by this. The tight ends thrive their ass off though. The tight ends and the running backs catching the dump offs, those dudes won. But I think if you're a wide receiver that can thrive in that situation, then that's even more kudos to you. Jalen Tolbert was a guy. I'm so proud of Jalen Tolbert. Yeah. I didn't get emotional or nothing like that, but I did feel a sense of pride. I did feel like I know how bad Jalen Tolbert was based on how good I thought Jalen Tolbert was going to be, if that makes sense, right? Like I had such an expectation for Jalen Tolbert, and he didn't get nowhere close to that expectation, right? And he was honest, he was transparent, and he was straightforward, and he put work in, Will Steele, and I don't foresee him lining up at the motherfucking nickel corner this year. You know what I'm saying? I think Jalen Tolbert, I think he's separated himself.
Yeah, I think number 4, wide receiver 4 is his right now. I don't think it's a competition.
Yeah. When you in camp and there's conversations about Turpin and there's conversation about Jalen Brooks and all that's fine and dandy, right? Once upon a time, TJ Vasher was a guy on this team that we got to find a way to get Vasher on the team, right? Shit like that. Dennis Houston is a guy now, right? But when you look at this game, I tweeted this, right? Jalen Tolbert is the guy that we was watching from South Alabama, Will Steele. Yeah. He's that dude. And we really saw it all in one drive, really. You know what I mean? So the PI that was nonsense, Fantastic play. We knew Jalen Tolbert was a deep ball guy. We knew he was ball tracking guy. We knew he was tough, contested catch guy. We knew he was a solid route runner. He's improved his route running. He's a pro level route runner now. He's still got room to grow, but he was running that kitty shit last year. You know what I'm saying? But he's improved as a route runner. He's gonna constantly get better at that. He's a hands catcher, Will Steele. We haven't seen him be a yak guy yet, but in Alabama, he was a yak. I mean, South Alabama. Not regular Alabama. At South Alabama, he was a yak guy. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing that stood out to me the most was, I remember watching college film on Jalen Tolbert. Jalen Tolbert was a guy that was able to overcome nonsense at quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Because you're at South Alabama, you usually gonna have to deal with that. Then Senior Bowl things come around. Ain't no telling who the hell throwing you the ball at. You know what I mean? Senior Bowl practices. And when Will Grier just decided to throw the ball over everybody's head, Jalen Tolbert made a play. And that's one of the key themes walking away from Jalen Tolbert, walking away from John Stevens that we're going to talk about in a little bit, and Deuce Vaughn. When your quarterback's giving you nonsense, you as a playmaker, can you take shit and turn it into sugar? And Jalen Tolbert was able to do that. And
you sure as shit know Will Grier today. He finished 22 or 31.
That's cute, but Will Grier was doing all that run sideways and passes or whatever.
At the beginning of the game, he settled down though.
Man, he did that shit the third quarter. I'm like, what are you doing, son? Like, sit down somewhere.
He finished something crazy, something where he missed only like 2 or 3 incompletions out of the last like 24 passes. Look, and this is why I give props to Schottenheimer for being on the bench, but that could be another discussion. Tolbert looks like he belongs, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. Like he just looks like a professional wide receiver now, and not just Tolbert, but the receivers out there look like to me they were playing faster.
Yeah,
they look like they were playing more comfortable. Yeah, and I wonder if you were saying it's gonna be tough for those receivers. Cooper Rush got the ball out in 2.1 seconds.
Nothing happened.
And it's really hard to unless it's a quick hitch. Yeah, a quick slant. You're not allowing the routes to develop on the outside, so it's tough to get involved, right? But then Will Grier came in there, and what happened?
Slinging around a little bit.
Will Grier could throw the ball around a little bit. He's moving around, trying to wait for guys to get open, and his went up to like 2.4 or something like that. Might have been less than that. So he was still getting it out quick, but he was allowing the things to develop a little bit more. So do you think maybe a guy like Jalen Brooks and Simi got involved a little bit, but it's going to be tough for Brooks because Brooks is more of a possession guy. You kind of got to get him in deeper in the routes.
Yeah. Jalen Brooks, you always have to think about redundancies in your wide receiver room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Jalen Brooks, he's one of those smooth, bigger characters. You know what I'm saying? One of those smooth body characters, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's like Simi's like that, but faster than him. Right?
Yeah.
But we learned nothing from Simi neither. Because all he ran was 2 fucking smokes. All he ran was a fucking smoke and a bubble. We ain't learned nothing from goddamn Simi neither. What I would love, Will Steele, is I would love us to bring in some gunslinger type quarterback that'll just throw the ball all over the place and not worry about the interceptions, right? And just can we get something from these guys? Can we really get a look? Because to be fair, I mean, all we really still have is like training camp footage. We ain't got preseason knowledge on Jalen Brooks and Simi and Kavontae Turpin. What you got for us, sir?
The nonsense is over, man.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking news: Ezekiel Elliott has signed with the New England Patriots.
Damn, boy.
Now, in the Illuminati chat, y'all knew this was coming in regards that he already signed. He actually signed yesterday, but the team wasn't mentioned until just now. So Zeke, a Patriot, man. Shout out to Zeke, and he got the fresh cut. I don't know if you saw that. Mm-hmm. He got the clean cut, and he's going to go over there in New England, man, and best of luck to him.
One thing I'll say about Zeke, and then we're going to get back to Cowboy players, right? It was never about whether Zeke was talented enough, whether I want him on this team. There was definitely a place for Zeke on this team. His money and his politics was going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Zeke would have came in and said, hey, give me $38 a year, Tony's the guy, work me in with Deuce, I'll do goal line carries, and I'll be happy in the month. If
Zeke go run down on special teams, yeah.
If Zeke would have did that, Will Steele, man, of course there's a place here for Zeke. But Zeke is a competitor. He's still young, and he may think he's in his prime still. He think he's 2016 Zeke still. It's not room for everybody to not be on the same page right now. It's not room for that. You know what I'm saying? Tony is the guy. I remember Carolina when Cam first got there. They just started getting rid of motherfuckers. Steve Smith, they just got him up out of there because you needed Cam to be the dude in the room, right? In this particular situation, you need Tony Pollard to be the dude in the room because he's the dude, and you don't want Tony Pollard looking over his shoulder, Zeke just running in when when it's not time, or Zeke staying in, when you know what I mean. I didn't want politics for Tony. I want Tony to be a full-blown lead guy, right? Yeah. Deuce is the little homie to Tony Pollard, right? But in terms of just talent or what, man, we could have used Zeke, but I just don't think Zeke wanted that role. I think Zeke wanted to go somewhere.
Want to still play. Yeah.
And still be a guy relatively somewhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So happy for Zeke. Hey, him
and Stevenson, I think, will make a nice little duo. Wish that he stays healthy. And I think he'll be a great locker room addition to the Patriots for sure. It's a young team offense over there.
Yep. Shouts out to Zeke, man. Shouts out to Zeke. But it is time for Tony and Deuce now.
By the way, 1 year, $6 million, up to $6 million. So here you go. That's the details, guy.
All right. Steve Jones wasn't having that, boy. Steve Jones wasn't paying $6. Oh, he wasn't paying $6 for Zeke.
No.
Dog, wasn't we paying Zeke like 15 or some shit?
He would have got something like that. Plus, yeah.
All right, man. Shouts out. Did it look like Turpin had to dive for every Turpin got the most grass on his pants than anybody, boy. Turpin didn't just catch shit and fall down. Turpin had to dive.
Nah, Voch, I don't know if you saw this morning. The Rico Dowdle fumble. Did you just happen to take a look at
Turpin, I didn't take a close. I know Turp was the reason, but I ain't take a close look.
Well, I ain't gonna give him the whole reason, right? Because Rico got to cover up. Mm-hmm. But man, so you got Jalen Tolbert, 6 foot, 1 or 2, whatever he is. He can handle downfield blocking. He pushes his man on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Vontae Turpin gets. It's Rico Dowdle, it's Kevontae Turpin, and it's the defender.
Right.
Voch. He just ran through Kevontae Turpin like a child. The Kevontae Turpin's head was all, his helmet came off, and he just reached straight over him and said, "Excuse me, sir," and stripped my man. And I'm like, man, that I didn't even think about that, right? When it came to Turpin, that receiver, like, oh snap.
Turpin got to block.
He got to block down there.
Turpin got to get in front of people.
He got to actually block downfield, because usually big plays, you'll notice the receivers are making big plays. Opposite, right? Yeah. Simi Fehoko, big dude. Simi Fehoko could have sprung. He could have sprung for Deuce Vaughn a little bit more, but he was a little bit lazy to his block. Didn't get on top of it, and my guy got to Deuce Vaughn on that long run. But yeah, you got to be able to get down there. You looking for the timestamp?
I got it right here. I got to pull it
okay.
up. I got to pull it up.
You want me to pull it in?
Yeah. Let me move y'all over the way. Let me get this. All right, so here we go.
There you go.
We're gonna run it one time. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about it. Y'all go ahead and call in, because we're gonna lock these phones up in a minute. Okay.
Great effort, Turp. Great. Oh Lord. It just not like, it just is what it is. You 5 foot, what is he? 5'7", 5'5", I think 5'9", and like $160. They just ran right through him, bro. Look at the other angle though. Stop.
Why he just on the ground like that?
Look at the other angle.
Hey, yo, son, that's how Mufasa died, bro. Just motherfucker just stepped
like, bro, he just come on, man. He just said, excuse me. Look, he already
look, 34 pushed Turpin. Made him.
Yo, he just threw him into.
Oh shit, Will. Hold on. Look, Will still. Hold on. Turpin look like a damn punt gunner. Why he swiping at his hand like? Look at this. Why he swiping at his hand like he punt gunning? Oh shit, Turpin, you can't just. Oh,
hold on. He got some air on that push too. 34. Watch Turpin kind of get some air. Look. Watch him get some air right here.
Oh shit. Hold on, I gotta see this other angle now.
Are you? This is a real question. Are you allowed to cut downfield like that? Like,
I don't think this part.
He can't cut. Damn, he gonna have to learn. He gonna have to cut, dog.
Dog, they just trampling him.
Cause he just look right there. That's the
look. Turpin grabbed on and held on for life. Turpin holding on for dear life, right? Well,
when I watched it, I was like, yeah, I'm mad at Rico because you got to cover up, right?
Yeah.
But I said, damn, I wonder if it was reversed, right? Like if Tolbert was the one in front, would that have happened?
Oh shit! I tell you who that never would have. It never would have happened to Deuce. Deuce would have never just.
Nah, that probably happened to Deuce too.
Deuce would either blocked or got the hell out the way, but that never would have happened to Deuce. I don't think we're gonna be able to talk about defense today, Will. So yeah, we are. Fuck it.
Whatever you want to do, man. I just thought I'll point that out about Turpin. No.
Goodness, man. Will, do you think our well, of course you think this. Our linebacker depth, right? Our linebacker core proved itself, you know. I think, you know, one day Van Der Esch is not gonna be here or whatever, cool. But if that's what like future linebacker look like, Clark, Overshown, mix in a little bit of Harper. I got Land written down, but Land was more of an edge linebacker type guy.
Yeah.
Marquise Bell was a guy that was floating around doing some linebacker things. Also, because he can do some, you know, J-Ron, Donald type stuff. I feel good about, you know, like they made me feel better.
Yes.
Right. I'm so proud of this first unit, Will Steele, because besides the defensive tackles, and not even all the way, right? Because Hankins didn't play, and Osa only played like a handful of plays. But besides that, Dorrance, D-Law, Micah, Van Der Esch, your three safeties, both corners, they didn't play.
Yeah,
they didn't play. And this unit versus Trevor Lawrence and his number one unit, right? Them cats hung in there, bro. Them cats got 2 stops, and that second stop would have been more impactful. But you know, Turpin had his fumble or whatnot. But that is a second unit. People can say preseason. People can say, look, Will, it's preseason. It don't count all they want to. That's the argument you make if Jacksonville's offense beat the hell out of Cowboys' second defense. That's the argument you make. Oh, it's preseason. It don't count. It count for us because our second team unit played like some dogs versus some first guys. That's Calvin Ridley out there. That's ETN out there. That's Christian Kirk.
Brandon Scherf and whoever else was at the starting lineup. Yeah.
Man, them dudes will still, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at Clark, who made every other tackle out there. Harper running around fast. Marquise Bell. Mazi's opening up. Mazi's took so many double teams, bro. And we're going to talk about that in the film session that I'm dropping after this. People down on Mazi, y'all can kick rocks. Y'all ain't watching film.
No, they cannot be, bro. You can, and you tell me, Voch, please. If you want to get on him about anything, it's more so the nuances, right? Or the technique, you know, being a little bit better shooting with his hands or something like that. But power, strength, clogging up the holes, getting rid of guys, he was doing that in spades.
Coming off the ball and getting tired later.
Yeah.
Coming off the ball and getting tired.
Getting a little high or something like that. But
something like that.
Shit, I like way more than I didn't like.
And, you know, that's just that, you know, Michigan in him, right? He still got some Michigan habits to get out. But what y'all notice, if you had your thinking caps on, right? Once Mazi grabbed motherfuckers, they stopped moving. Like once Mazi latched onto you, they stop moving. And you'll see these double teams start to work. I'm going to really show y'all like 3 examples of it, right? And I purposely wanted these plays where Mazi didn't necessarily make the play, where it's not like a highlight or something like that, but you just get to see. Will, there was one play. Marquise Bell was down in the box playing linebacker, right? Mazi took up the right guard and right tackle, and Marquise Bell was indecisive on what he was going to do. But it didn't matter because nobody touched him because they were so busy, you know what I'm saying, dealing with Mazi. Marquise was like, this
was this the Demo play? Where he assisted on that tackle. Demo kind of stood up dude on 3rd and 1, and then what's his name? Bell kind of came in and pulled him back. Was it that play?
I'll go find it for you. But it was just hey man, you know, we just showing off for the people, man. You know, we just
because that play Mazi took up some blockers.
Yeah. Mazi, you know, and people got to understand this, right? And I don't want Cowboy fans to do goofy shit like this. I don't want us to get in these, you know, conversations where, well, the Eagles are doing this, so I want Mazi to be like Jalen Carter. They're going to be 2 different types of players. Yep. Mazi was brought here to be a run stopper with upside for pass rush.
Yep.
Right? Mazi's doing his damn job, ladies and gentlemen. And look, it may not be flashy. Mazi didn't get 3 sacks or something like that, but you know what he did? He took up goddamn space. That's his job. Here we go. I just shared it with you.
Kept them boys clean.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me know when it's up there. Is it up there?
Yeah, it's up there.
All right, cool. So you see Mazi right there, 58, and
yes,
then you got Marquise Bell here, 41. Let's just watch Mazi right now. Mazi's going to be dealing with these offensive linemen here, right guard and right tackle. Mazi's not moving nowhere, right? And he's working towards the football.
Oh, got you. Okay.
But look at 41 though. Look at Marquise Bell. He's being indecisive, but nobody's touching him. Like he's just around, plickety plack, and then he goes to make the play. Right? That's possible because Mazi Smith has taken away 78. Now 78 eventually goes, okay, let me try to get on 41. But damn, dog, he gone by then, right? And I got so many more plays that I can show you. We'll show another angle because we got the gangsta ass third angle now. There's so many more plays that I'm going to show you when my film session drops at 5. But this is a play that Mazi's not going to show up on the time sheet or whatever, stat sheet or whatever, but Mazi impacted a lot of it. And you can see the conversation on social media. Overshown going crazy.
Yeah.
Clark going crazy. Bell going crazy. Harper going crazy. How you figure?
Right. What have we said, about LVE and the linebackers? Hey, man, we got to keep them clean.
Yeah.
What the fuck you think Mazi's here to do? Keep them clean and cause what I call accidents, Voch. I elaborated to or compared, I'm sorry, to a car accident, like causing traffic. I don't want my defensive tackles to just do that. I want them to actually cause it. I don't want to create traffic, but cause it in the sense of push these guys in the backfield, make these offensive alignment have to account for you being at the line of scrimmage, not beyond the line of scrimmage, or eventually get in the backfield and make the tackle yourself. And he was doing all of that, man, in his first outing, right? And imagine when you have, Hankins next to him a couple plays, right? Or Mazi ain't got to play 33 plays. He's playing 22, 23 plays. Yeah. So
yeah. Mazi shined in the goal line situations, you know what I'm saying? And that's where they're gonna put Mazi in. Goal line, the short yard situations. And because sometimes, because Mazi's gonna be a versatile player. Sometimes Mazi was out there with Bo and Mazi
playing
was
some 4-hour.
You know what I'm saying? But then there's gonna be other times where Mazi's out there with Osa, like the first drive, right? Mazi's gonna be one tech guy while Osa
has some snaps too.
Oh, Osa got a couple of Osa got in and it was like, all right. Everybody else can play. You saw Chauncey and Bo and them deep into the fourth quarter, boy. Osa had his hat on and he was just minding his goddamn business, Will still. But we're going to be showing y'all we're going to be showing y'all so much more film at 5:00 on the Voch Lombardi channel, 5 p.m. Central. When my film session comes out, we're going to be talking about Overshown and Clark and all of those guys. 2 more points, then we're going to go into the phones. Will, I think Clark made more plays, and I think he had like the better game in my opinion. But Overshown had the biggest play, and that was on that 3rd and short. Tank Bigsby getting it up short, trying to convert, and Overshown just met his ass in the hole and smoked him. And if anybody was worried about Overshown, they were thinking, well, he's more of a slender guy. He's built like a safety still. He ain't got that peanut butter yet. And I'll tell him what that's gonna look like. And you would think the Overshown will probably get run over a little bit in there. But what they got mistaken with is that Overshown is a dog, he's a savage, and he don't care about nothing. And he put his body on the line and he smoked Tank Bigsby right in the gap, Will still. Yeah. I'm like, man, that's what the future look like for us. Go ahead.
I tell you what about him, if you had to meet a running back downhill that got a 10 yards of steam, maybe. It might be a different story. But if, again, you've got your defensive lineman causing traffic and the running back doesn't have that full head of steam, Overshown can meet you with power. Like, let's not get it twisted. He is a heat-seeking missile. So he's coming at you with his quickness, his speed, his power, meeting you at the hole. So it doesn't matter if he's only 225, 230. It's 225, 230 coming at you downhill. Now, if you're coming at him downhill with that same mic, it might be a different story. But if you don't get a body on Overshown, man, he has that ability to lay the wood on you, right? Pause. But he has that ability, and it's so crazy I have to say that because back in the day, that was a normal thing to say in football.
Yeah, of course.
But he has that ability to get you. And, man, just so happy for him because that he played as well as he played. Because when he came out and I looked into him and I got done with the research, I said, yo, I don't know what he's going to do, but I think he's going to figure it out because he has that love for the game and that want to be great. And he's got skills. It's just a matter of where are they going to fit him in at? Because he can play. He's done things at all 3 levels, right? And right now it looks like linebacker. And I said this before, Damone Clark, I think is the future. Is the future sooner rather than later? That's the only question now.
Van Der Esch better stay healthy.
That's what I'm saying.
Van Der Esch better keep staying. Because look, the one thing about Overshown, right, is we was like, hey, he's a project. We're gonna figure out whether he's a linebacker or a safety. I feel confident coming out of this game. He's a gamer, Will still.
Yeah.
No matter where they put him, I feel fine about it. So hey, Van Der Esch,
them linebackers.
Yeah. Wobbling out in that.
Hey, Vanny. Will still Vanny Resh better hit us with that. Oh well, I'm in the best shape of my life. Overshawn will be like, "Are you?" So it'd be a shame if something happened to your neck there, buddy. Why don't you take a break? Oh man, Will still thank you so much.
My neck is good. I'm good. I'm straight, coach.
Yeah, I'm straight, man.
Yeah,
all right, one more thing.
We gonna see Vanny Resh with the old school fullback neck brace by the time this season.
He needs some extra coverage. A big ass face mask. Hey, man, why the hell Vanny Resh running so slow? Because he heavy, his neck hurt. All that shit off. Go have that mug in a Hulkbuster suit. Just I'm good.
Looking like the Juggernaut in Deadpool 2.
I'm good. Oh man. One last thing to talk about before we get into the phones. Kelvin Joseph had a pretty cool day. All right, let's get into the phones. Here we go.
Stop. Don't do it.
Let's do it. All right. All right, let's get to it. All right.
I don't know why that's funny, man. Because you always get me because I'm like, damn, shit, hold on, wait a minute.
What am I fucking? Like, what we need is an actual button. You know what I'm saying?
Button. There's too many banks.
No. I'm saying we got a button, but we need a button to transition between the banks though, because it's all touchscreen. So we got to.
Well, no, this one I told you to get this.
You in the thing?
Yeah.
All right, y'all, call into the damn the screen. Damn the screen. All right, we're gonna hear from y'all though. We're gonna listen to these people that we got on the line. We got 9 people on the phone. We're gonna hear what they gotta say, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Love y'all to pieces, man. So Whitey Cop, thank y'all for being here. Will still, we got about 1,300 people watching live. Just some. I can't count. It's 14. It's 14. It's okay. It's 14. It's all right. It's all right. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. Love y'all to pieces. Like I said, we got film coming on after this, man.
Hey,
football back player.
We even got celebrities in the building. We got celebrities.
I don't know why the fuck I want a Cabbage Patch when that shit come on. Play it again. Do it again. All right, back to what we doing. How old were you when that song came on, Will Still?
I was years old.
Did you hear what I said?
What happened? I had to disconnect.
We created it. Not this time.
No way.
No.
No way. Let's get to the phone, mate. Let's go. Let's get Mr. Ronnie. God bless you. God bless your family. How you doing, Mr. Ronnie?
Kill me with that.
God bless you and yourself and your family, and Will Still in his family.
Yes, sir.
I just want to say real quick. I like what I've seen in the preseason. Yeah. I like the offense is looking okay. I mean, it's just, the preseason, but the defense looking sharp. The defense, I think, is going to really take another step forward, especially now that we got Gilmore on the other side. It's going to look really good. And Deuce Vaughn, he's special. Yeah. He's about to show people some very very tender highlights. I think he's going to put on a couple of them. Because the way he runs that ball is pretty smooth, though. Special. What you think?
Special. He was the best running back on the field. He has an elite trait. He's able to get himself out of trouble. Plus, he has the fundamental running back things. He has patience. He has vision. He is not only a pass catcher, but when Will Greer's on his nonsense, he can make super special like Mike Calvin Cambridge catches. So, hey, I am all in on Deuce Vaughn being running back too. If it's up to me, bubble wrap him and let's just get him ready for the Giants in week 1.
And what do you think about Tolbert? Tolbert, I think he's stepping up. Last year he had a bad season, but I think it was more on behalf of Kellen Moore, because Kellen Moore has some crazy routes that I didn't understand. I'm surprised that our offense even got where we got, really, because if you look at his offense was crazy. But when Mark McCartney put in the routes that put him in the places to catch the ball, he's going to be good for us. A lot of people sleeping on him, but I really think he's going to show up and do us justice. Yeah. But that's all I got for you now, my brother. And God bless you. Y'all keep it up.
Appreciate you, Mr. Rand. Salute. Boy, Will, if it was anybody else, I'd have. But I love Mr. Ronnie. Let me tell you what I love about Mr. Ronnie, though. He called your show this morning, and he was like, God bless Voch and his family. And I was like, Oh, he must think you Will Steele. I mean, he must think you Voch.
No, he does that every time, bro.
But then he calls in here and says, "Hey, God bless Will and his family too, Sky and his family too." I'm like, "Damn, boy, Mr. Ryan, thorough boy. He made sure to call both shows."
Equal opportunity blessings.
Shouts out to you, Mr. Ryan. Thank you so much. Let's get JR the mailman. We missed him last time. What's up, JR? The mailman.
Hey, what's going on, Voch, man? I'll be real quick. You kind of touched on one of the points I wanted to make. Like you said, I don't know what our fans are thinking, but Mazi, when you put Mazi in there with Hankins and they beating up those double teams, that's gonna keep the old linebacker clean, and that's also gonna open up the one-on-ones for. That's gonna open up the one-on-ones for Tank and Michael, so they can eat. Yeah, that's gonna be sweet, boy. I can't wait.
Yeah,
just hope. Just hope we can get who do you think? Do you think Neville? Do you think Neville is gonna fall out the rotation, or do you think he's gonna beat Bohem?
Honestly, I think all the veteran tackles make it. I think Bo, Chauncey, and Neville all make it.
So they moved Chauncey. They moved Chauncey to the inside. They put the butt on move to the inside.
Sure. Chauncey does a little bit of both. Saturday he did a little bit of both, but he's an inside guy. I think they're gonna find a way to do something to Viliami for Hoko's hamstring or something.
Go on tap.
Yeah.
They right there, brother.
Yeah, they gonna find. How you feeling? They gonna find a way to keep him.
No, you ain't.
Isaac Alarcon is gonna ride off into the sunset. This was a fantastic test for him, and I think we're gonna live in this D line world, which is really scary. We're gonna live in this D line world where your worst D tackle is Neville or Bo, which is fantastic in my opinion.
And, my question for you is: Did we cut? Did they cut Anthony Brown, or what did they do with him? Did they let him go, or
free agent? Just ain't come back. What he doing nowadays? Can anybody tell me what Anthony Brown doing? Where he at now?
Did he get signed by the Packers or something? I thought I saw something. He might still be a free agent.
That mother play for the silly nannies. But go ahead though, JR. We listen to you.
No, that's all I had.
Saskatchewan.
I was wondering about Anthony Brown. I didn't know if he was on his last
He's still free agent.
That he was going to free agent, because I would rather keep Jordan Hip-Hop and Lewis over Anthony Brown. I think Jordan is
possibly
more stupid than what he is. Probably not. Don't have the speed.
Yeah.
As Anthony Brown, but he's filthy. And I remember when we drafted Anthony Brown out of did he come from Colorado?
Purdue.
Like 6th round, and
Purdue.
Yeah, so he had that stretch where he was doing pretty good, but he just wasn't never just get to the line of scrimmage, and I think that kind of hurt him.
Yeah. Appreciate you, JR. Good call, man. Boy, I just need JR I need Jordan Lewis to be a real one, dog. Just give up number 2, man. Just give
you know what? Admittedly, that 42's grown on me, Voch.
I mean, that's cool.
Because he might look weird in single digits.
But his name Deuce, though, Will Steele.
I know, that's perfect. I totally get that.
Perfect marketing.
But you know what will be perfect? More perfect? 22.
Oh, yeah, but you already know Emmett lives. They're not going to fuck with Emmett number. Emmett and Troy.
Deuce.
Yeah, they're not going to fuck with him. No.
It don't matter. But, either way, Deuce is going to be Deuce shitting on him.
Deuce be around. All right, man. Let's get Chris from San Antonio on the phone. What's up, Chris?
Hey, man. What's going on?
What's good, Playboy? What you got for the show?
I'm just calling in to say I'm a coward for not calling you in half a year ago and talking about my pet cat, Deuce Vaughn. I was scared that you would say it's a very small cat and that the Cowboys might not like him, but I don't know what you think now.
Let me tell you something, Chris. And this goes back to draft season. Sometimes you got to look people in the eye and be fearless. I used to be a coward also, so I sympathize with you. But I look people in the face and vouch for DeJuan Jones. I fought for DeJuan Jones. Now I get to talk my shit about DeJuan Jones. And if you wasn't a coward, you'll get to be talking your shit about Deuce Vaughn right now. It's okay. You'll learn. You'll learn this lesson. You'll get better. But I sympathize with you. I understand, man. It's easy to be a coward out here, man.
Yeah, man. I was a pretty big coward. I remember, I've watched him for the past 3 years because I'm a UT fan, and every time we play Kansas State, I'm like, who the hell
beating the shit out y'all
is that Dude, yeah, he beat the shit out of all like the Big 12 conference, and then he did good against Bama, beat TCU, and all that stuff,
Yeah.
But I only had like 3 takes. That was one of them.
Quickly.
The defense is gonna look great.
Yeah.
The twos looked good against Trevor if it wasn't for Turpin fumbling the punt.
Yeah. 2 stops. Yeah.
What was my third take? And yeah, ball was like, basically what you said, but it's all good now that Zach's back. So.
Yeah, Zach is back. But even still though, right, with with Zach being back, we still need to figure out like backup guard. I never expected us to go into week 1 with Josh Ball or whatever. So now I need to see like TJ Bass step it up and get into that fight, just to kind of see what that's like. Fournier is a more natural right guard, I heard, or he could play all 5, but he's a right side player. I would love to see Fournier make an attempt. I mean, he's been working at center also. I don't know, but we got to figure out backup right guard, but it ain't Josh.
What was DeJuan Jones there in the second round when we drafted Schoonmaker?
Yep.
Y'all know that?
Yep. He was there. He got drafted in the 4th. He was there.
If I may, you could have hindsight. You could have went Demo in the 2nd because they liked him in the 2nd, by the way. And then you could have went DeJuan in the 3rd. And then if you wanted to take Fehoko, he was still there at 4th.
Still there.
Yeah, man. I think earlier in Sky's show in the morning, I was listening to you, Sky, too. And, man, the tight end room, I'm like, I was trying to count the amount of tight ends in one hand. I'm like,
let's talk about it.
I ran out of my whole hand. I'm like, what do we do with them? Like, I don't know what we're going to do with them.
Sure. Me and Will, well, I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. I'm gonna get Will's take on it now, but I'm gonna go in depth about it tomorrow. Appreciate you, Chris. Good call.
I'll buy so we can hold tight, but I ain't gonna be here. So.
Yeah. You ain't gonna be here. So tomorrow I'm gonna have like a stock up, stock down. How did the depth chart change type show? I can pretty much run that, but I badly want to talk about this tight end room because it's pretty full right now. And I talked to Brian Broaddus because we're friends now. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But whatever it was. Hey, but look, I got a question though, Will, still. I don't think John Stephen Jones Jr. that played at Arkansas, quarterback at Arkansas, Stephen Jones' grandson. I don't think John Stevens is pushing guys like Sean McEwen. I think Sean McEwen is different because he's like fullback, tight end type guy. Sean McEwen is fighting with like Princeton Fenton, them boys, right? And Seth
Lipke,
yeah, all them characters, right? Has Hendershot done enough to be safe while John Stevens is losing his mind right now? Will still.
I said it last week. I did not. If you were trying to get John Stevens on this team, Hendershot's role is the role that he best fits. Yeah. The pass catching tight end, that blocking is not his strength, but he can get better. Hold on, time out. Blocking is not his strength. That's what I'm saying. Same thing with Peyton Hendershot, not his strength, but he put good blocking tape out last year. So did Stevens last week or yesterday on Saturday, I should say, which is a shout out to Lunda Wells. So that fits that role. Whereas Sean McEwen can do H-back things, he can do inline things, he can do a bunch of different things for you. It's a redundancy in a way. Schoonmaker ain't going nowhere, right? Like Schoonmaker is going nowhere. He's going to be here. Jake Ferguson is far and away the best tight end in this room right now. So to me, it's Peyton Hendershot. Like that just makes the most sense.
And that's what got me excited, Will, still, because John Stevens is an XY receiver in real life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He just big, and I didn't think of him as a blocker, but that motherfucker put some good blocking tape out.
Did.
And if I'm looking at Hendershot, if he got any downsides, it's catching the football and it's blocking. John Stevens ain't missed a block or dropped a pass yet, Will, still. It's getting scary over there for Hendershot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know they love Hendershot because my good friend Brian Broaddus told me that they did, because besides it, I wouldn't even know, right? But Luke is safe. Ferguson is safe. But son, we can't. And that's what's so good about this team, Will. Still, we team building our ass off. These undrafted guys and these day 3 guys really making shit uncomfortable for these dudes, Will. Still, we can't just lean on Peyton Hendershot because he got 20 catches last year, if that. How many catches he had last year? 5, 6?
Less than that, because he had less than Ferguson.
Now, Will, Still. And this ain't me just shitting on Peyton Hendershot, dog, but bro, John Stevens is approaching quickly. He's approaching quickly. And the good thing about it, though, Will, Still, right? When you have these good training camp practices, we use preseason games to see if that shit translates. Oh, and it translates like a motherfucker, Will, Still. It translates, sir. So Peyton Hendershot gonna have to do something. Peyton played last week, right? Like he played in the game, right?
He played the most snaps of the big 3. And that's the other thing. Take a look at the snap count. McEwen only played 9 snaps.
Sure.
Ferguson played 10 snaps. Hendershot played 14 snaps.
Oh,
you know? So he probably gonna play like 20 next week. Hey, we got
Sean McEwen ain't going nowhere. Sean McEwen ain't going nowhere. Jake the starter.
Luke needs the reps. That's why he played the second most snaps out there. And then obviously, John Stevens is came into this thing tight end 5, right? So he's gonna play a ton. So now, like you said about the other dudes, what I want to see is let's see him get, all right, we know what Jake is. You want to get Jake out there for a series? Fine. Yeah. Get him out of here. Let's see Hendershot, Stevens, and McEwen be the top 3 guys, getting the snaps in this next game.
Man, Cooper Rush finna throw that bitch to the tight end 20 times, boy. They finna get all the targets, boy. Oh man, but Will, Still, I was just thinking about it, man, because you would look at the bottom tight end, right? And Sean McEwen is technically, of the other guys, he's technically bottom tight end, but he does different things. Mm-hmm. And you would just naturally go, well, it's John Stevens versus Sean McEwen. I don't think so, bro. I think Sean McEwen is set at fullback guy because I don't think Hunter Lipke pushing him for real. I think Sean McEwen is set as fullback, tight end, wing, displaced guy. But boy, I need to hear something from Hendershot. Because Hendershot did nothing last Saturday, and Hendershot didn't do shit. What he had one attempt,
nothing. He quite literally did nothing. Now again, 14 snaps, but we talked about guys being quiet.
Yeah,
hey, I ain't trying to hear he quietly. Make some noise, right? Especially because John Stevens is not quiet, so you gotta make some noise.
Like motherfucking Hendershot doing this. John Stevens going, like, boy, you hear that? You come on, man. Man, let's get back to the fall. Good talk, Will. Still appreciate you. Appreciate. Chat, did y'all feel Will Steele's pen point at me? Did y'all feel it when I got excited and I was about to jump in and talk about blocking? Did y'all? Hold on, man. Hold on. We'll be chastised and shit. I'm grown. He do nothing. Oh, all right, dude. That's just big bro energy, dog. That's just big bro energy. I love you, man. Who we got? Let's Free. What's up, Free?
106 and put.
Hey, what's going on, Voch and Sky?
What's good with you, player? What you got for us today?
First off, good show this morning, Sky. Appreciate it. I appreciate you guys because now I can look at preseason games a whole lot different than I used to. I used to be asleep by halftime.
Come on, man. I feel you, bro. What you got for? Appreciate you for tuning in, though, my guy. Appreciate you for tuning in. What you got for?
But for the point about Mazi, a lot of people are talking about how Mazi didn't have a good game, but they don't even think about how he's going against Brandon Sheriff, who's a 9-year vet, been in the league for a while.
Stonewall.
He's a pretty decent guard, and they still wasn't confident enough to let him go one-on-one with Mazi. They doubled him the whole night, and then half the time they chipped him with a third guy.
Yeah.
So with they starting offensive line, they didn't feel comfortable to just let Mazi run one-on-one.
Facts. They was putting bodies on.
So that says a lot.
Yeah. And they left him there too. Like, you know what I mean? They didn't just like chip and come off and go to second level. They had bodies hanging on Mazi, bro. Like if anybody's saying like super critical things about Mazi, they ain't really watching. You can talk about conditioning, you can talk about coming off the football and things like that. But if you're saying like super critical things about Mazi, you ain't watching it. You don't know ball,
man. Of course, he got some things to work on, but he's there. Yeah. He ready.
Sure. Yeah.
And second point about the linebacker group of Overshown and Damone.
Yeah.
Overshown was told by everybody He was a project. He
Sure.
needed a few years. And I think he side-eyed everybody and was like, yeah, okay. Because, man, he was out there flying.
Yeah.
You couldn't block him.
Yeah.
You couldn't contain him.
No.
Him and Damone Clark were all over the place, sideline to sideline. And that tells me that in the next 2 or 3 years, we're going to be looking at probably one of the best linebacking groups in Dallas Cowboys history.
Sir. Sir.
I love
Free.
our fans, bro. I freaking love them.
Free.
I love the energy, but
Free.
That's just what I seen. That's how I feel it.
That win and,
Hey,
and,
I hope-
and fucking Dexter Copeland.
all I
somewhere.
can say is I hope you're right, sir.
I hope you're right.
I love that win, Mr. Copley. But with the
Sean Lee and anybody.
Sean Lee, Rolando McClain.
Sean Lee and anybody. I don't care who you put next to his ass. Sean Lee by himself.
But I'm talking about longevity.
Young
Sean
Van Der
Lee,
Esch and
yeah,
young
yeah.
Jalen Smith.
Rolando McClain.
Oh, here's Ken Norton and them. Somebody said
Ken Norton and them. Ken Norton and them. Dog, young Van Der Esch and young Jalen Smith.
I didn't say the best. I said one of the best.
You said the best. What he said?
Hey, look. We only have fun with it because look, he played one game at preseason. But I hope like hell, bro. You know how fire that'd be?
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That'd be fire.
Oh, that'd be fucking crazy.
That's why I said 2 or 3 years. Let them get a chance to get that peanut butter in them.
Yeah.
Let him and Damone Clark work that thing out, and they'll be on their way.
Are you adding Michael Parsons as part of that linebacker group?
I am adding that's why I'm adding my.
Now hold on,
Michael
Will.
by his damn self.
Wait a minute, now Will. Goddamn, you on to something now? Wait, because he ain't said it at first. He just said
he said them too. Yeah,
fucking over Sean. He said duo.
To me, Michael Parsons is still a linebacker.
Oh, okay.
He just does a lot of pass rush things.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
You have that group of Damone, DeMarvion, and Michael Parsons.
He had to throw that in there.
You ain't say
wait. Michael Parsons got to be a part.
Isaiah Land part of this too now. Hey, yo.
I did like what I say about Isaiah Land.
Yeah. I got you, free. Fantastic call, brother. Appreciate you, man. I'm optimistic with you, dog. Salute. Oh man, shouts out to him. That
you ever watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I have not.
So the one joint on there, they call her the Cavalry.
Okay.
Because she's like a one-man army.
Sure.
And that's Sean Lee to me. So, Sean Lee and whoever you want to put next to him. That's going to be tough to beat there. But Sean Lee's a cavalry, man.
I will cut off digits to get healthy. Sean.
Oh God,
on this damn.
Come on, man. One more thing I wanted to ask you, maybe because you watched the Mazi Smith. You remember how Coach Floyd was talking about disrupting keys?
Yes, sir.
It felt like those guys were doing that.
A little more aggressive this year, and not just waiting sideline.
Right.
They're not waiting side to side and filling gaps like they're downhill for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that might have been another reason why you saw these linebackers perform as high as they did. These dudes were disrupting keys so the linebackers can flow.
Sure. They were meeting people. You know what I mean? There's this one play where somebody pulled and tried to hit Mazi, but Mazi just in the middle of the backfield just you know what I'm saying? As opposed to just stopping and bumping in, like he's attacking the puller. And it's just causing bullshit in the backfield. I love it. I just gotta see something real quick. I just gotta hold on, let me see something. He said one of the best. Okay, he said one of the best. Okay, cool.
I mean,
he said one of the best.
It's still preseason game.
That's still big, dog. That's long. Look, Overshown just got the job. He just got here. And the starter sitting down.
Once again, I would absolutely love for that.
Hey, if anybody gonna do it, Dan Quinn is the guy. Let's get Dontrell on the phone. Hey, Wilson, King Element dropped 5 in super chat. I know Antoine fell to his knees in Walmart when the Zeke to the Patriots news dropped. No, Antoine has fought some fights over Zeke, boy. I don't know what he gonna argue about now. Dontrell, what's happening?
He had to take breaks from YouTube because of Zeke.
Because of that. What's good with you, Dontrell? Sweaty Cop, welcome, sir. What you got for us?
Hey man, shit, man. Hey, my boy Zach Martin back, man.
Yes, sir.
I would tell y'all where he was at, but he know where he's at. I don't need to tell y'all.
You know exactly where he was at.
You know where he was at.
You know exactly who he was with.
He saw Zach down there with Duke Weather down there at where was you at? You know where he was at.
Hey man, you know who Zach was with.
You know.
You know who Zach was with. Come on. That's a good one, Dutcher.
Man, I feel like, hey man, we just completed the gauntlet, man. Zach is right on time. That remind me of Thanos taking that time stone off of Vision. He right on time, I'm telling you.
Okay.
That was it.
Okay.
That's all we needed.
Okay.
That's all we needed, man. He's here. Hey man, it's time to aim for the head, man. Hey, we coming for the whole league, boss.
There you go.
I was just wondering, like, yo, how does Zach Martin thing gonna play out? And I was like, yeah, it'll take care of itself. Once I saw him, I was like, man, it'll take care of itself, and it did. So,
where you see him at, Dontrell? Where you see him at?
I can't tell y'all that, man.
Who was he with?
I saw him, and he know who he was at.
Who was he with?
Man, he know who he was with, man.
What color car he was driving?
Trell almost messed up a happy home.
You coming up for
Nope.
You coming up to
Nope. Nope. Hell no. Why? What's up?
And man, pull up the Texas Live, man. Opening game, so I can roll up on you, man. Shoot the shit. I'll buy you a drink.
So you can tell everybody where I was at? Hell no.
Hey, y'all just had to be there,
man. I ain't want that, man. I was hyped that Zach called, man. I just want to cup in for y'all boys a little bit, man. Y'all be easy.
Appreciate you, Dontrell. Good call, man. Good call. If I go to a game, I'm hanging out with Will Steele. That's my bro.
Yeah, man. I love the game last. Was it last year you came to the playoff game? Lit.
Buccaneers game.
Yeah.
What a game. What a game to be.
It's funny. You had to be there for that. If you weren't there, you just missed the Dontrell situation. He saw me out with now, and I can say this publicly now my fiance, and and he thought I was with somebody else, and my lady was in the chat, and it was a whole thing. So if y'all missed that, please, Brother L, please clip that, find it, somebody find it.
You said that shit loudly and confidently. Hey man, I saw you had a little something with you, dog.
Something was with you. Hey, is that you? Sky.
Sir.
That's you?
Sir.
You know who you was with. What the hell are you talking about?
Damn, boy, I know Sky getting money, boy. Y'all be having fun, huh? Yeah, boy. Shit, man. All right, let's get Mark on the phone, see what he time out.
Classic.
What's up, Mark?
Y'all are crazy, man. What's going on?
Man, life good. I can't
work for them people.
Huh?
I knew Sky worked for them people. I know he worked for them people. I know he did.
For sure. We having a good time here, Mark, man. We having a good time. Appreciate you for calling. What you got for us?
Yeah, chill them out, man. I'm having a good time listening to you all, man. First thing is, y'all need to leave Devontae Turpin alone. Y'all know. Y'all, you have to apply it like dog.
I be damn.
I know.
I be damn. Turpin little ass got his ass rent over by two of them and one of us.
Shit. CT Matt,
like Turpin.
CT Matt here said 34 was like me and you going to make the tackle.
Don't they give the a strip fumble or something like that? Don't they give that to the closest defensive players?
Oh man, you said Turpin. You said Turpin got credited for the tackle.
Stop.
But they called the play dead when they saw that shit, boy. They say, man,
Turpin, a two-way player. That's deep.
The other thing, man, I was pissed off.
Yeah, athlete.
Like you, man. We agree. I think he called Deuce a touchdown right there at the end of the half, man. So they did that sprint out, and I could understand Grill. He looking for something. But man, he got Deuce there in the flat. If he hit him a second earlier, Deuce set that cat up and he walked into the end zone. That got him with that leg tackle.
Yeah.
And I was pissed off that he he looking for something that he didn't need to. You right there, man. You can look at the flat and then go get the touchdown.
Yeah.
And other than that, man, everything was. I like what I saw, and I like the way they kind of settled down. I know you can't really tell anything about offenses and their schemes and things like that in preseason. You really can't. Everybody's playing plain offense and stuff, and defense too, for that matter. But I do like the fact that they had some kind of play call and rhythm, you know what I mean, in their third quarter. And Deuce had a lot to do with that. Deuce eliminated that wide four running back thing to me. You ain't gonna have no four running backs. You're gonna have Deuce, you're gonna have TP.
Yeah.
Find another cat somewhere that might open the door for Hunter Lipsky.
Yeah.
To get on there too. Yeah. So that eliminated that four running back thing to me. Deuce is gonna be right there in the mix.
For sure.
But I like that. I was looking for something like that, some continuity from the offense like that. And this is as much Mike McCarthy's preseason as it is anybody.
Yeah.
So he looked pretty good, even in with 2s and 3s out there running around. Half the people ain't gonna be on the field, come week one. But he looked like he got a handle on things, even with Will Greer. And for anybody thinking,
Ben's tapped his phone.
5 games, 4 games last year, no, Mike McCarthy won those games, and you saw why just looking at that preseason game in the third quarter. Yeah. But I'm having a ball, man. Watch it, and y'all keep having fun doing what you do, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you so much, man. Mark said he having a ball, man. We appreciate you, Mark. Mark said he enjoying the show. Mark said he love what's going on here. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me go find him so I can see his name here. His name is Randy Savage, right? But the Randy is DEE. Randy Savage, let me just pull the curtain back for you so you understand what's going on here. When we clown callers, it's a very particular reason why we clown callers. Just like any other reason why you would clown somebody in real life. You have a rapport with that person. Okay? Now, when I get brand new callers, unless something outrageously funny happens, I hear those callers out because they're brand new people. They didn't sign up for this. But if there's somebody like Marv or Mark or JR, free, or Queen, or any of the brands, Brandon from Franklin Football, Twitter Brandon, Houston Brandon, Vegas Brandon. There's a lot of brands in my universe, right? We make fun of those guys because we have rapport with those people. Randy said he don't support us. That's why he goes to go and watch Law Nation. Look, we love Law Nation. We glad you're going to go watch Law Nation. But how you gonna say you don't watch us when you in the chat box watching us, Randy? That's backwards. That's backwards. And Randy, I don't think we've ever made fun of you. It might be because we're not friends with you. Brother L makes fun of me and Will Steele all the time. We got a rapport with Brother L. King Element makes fun of us all the time. We got a rapport with King Element. When Eastside, man, we like Eastside, we like Eastside Harold more than you. We like Eastside Harold more than you. When we found out Alex the Eagles fan was a white guy, we just, come on, man. Because we got a rapport with this person, because we're a family here. We're a tight-knit group, and we show up every day, and we laugh, and we make content together. Now, when I get to 772 and 229 on the phone, I'm not going to make fun of them because I don't know them. Now, Reek's about to get on the phone. I make fun of Reek all the time for his Van Der Esch take. We know what to do here. We're the professionals. We got this, Randy. Now, the day we make fun of you, then maybe we became friends that day. But until then, Randy, where that shit at? Oh, you going to wait for this? You going to wait for this? There we go.
Basically, fuck them.
Relax. Relax. Mark know we laughing at him. Mark will come on the line and say, hey, I know y'all about to get me today. Well, damn, that makes Mark so much more fun. Let me bump him up the line so we can talk to him. And Mark. All these other $100,000 in which the phone's locked, so you're going to have to call in tomorrow. Even Blade, we respect Blade Brown more than you. Where my goddamn war call, but I ain't got it. We respect Blade Brown. Randy, get over yourself. I just see this comment so much. You and other little people in the chat. Well, Voch,
yes, all the time, bro. It's unbelievable. You know, like
from his callers. Go ahead.
Question, like for people that say that, do y'all like really watch the show? Because there's no way. No way you watch this show if that bothers you. Mm-hmm. You know. And as Mark said, hey man, y'all brothers continue to have fun.
Brother L said he apologized. I don't give a fuck. He about to hear this. He about to hear this. He about to hear this. Bro, look, if it's 7 people that have said that, you about to die for their sins, dog. Look, we hear this a lot. We hear this a lot. And I just think we have a different type of show here.
Yes.
We have a different type of show here where, you know, we can interact with people. Now, we're also adult enough to where, hey, yo, Voch, I just want to call in and just like talk. I don't want to get made fun of. Man, we'll respect that so much and just talk with you. Me and Will got into it with somebody one day, and we don't joke with them no more. I think Zach Brown Band or something.
Zach Brown got mad. Yeah,
we don't joke with Zach Brown Band no more. We respect everybody's wishes, dog. But dog, there's no victims here. There are no we love everybody. I had to say that. All right, let's get into it. And we still maintain 1,000 people through my rant, Will, still, because I just know people be jumping off the stream when you start to lose focus a little bit. But I appreciate everybody for being here.
Salute to y'all.
Let's get back into it. What's up, Reek?
Yo, what's going on, Voch? What's up? What's
Man.
up, Sky? How you doing, sir?
Hey, yo, Reek, let me tell you something, dog. I wasn't missing Van Der Esch at all, son. What you got? What you got for me, bro? Come on. Come on,
Yeah,
Reek.
you better watch his back. I see how fast he came out on the field to slap those guys up on the field.
Good job. Good job. What you want me to tell you? You did a good job.
Good job. Out there.
Keep up the good work. Boy, Van Der Esch trying to get some good break. Hey, yo, look. Hey, yo, Reek. Van Der Esch walked up on Overshow like, hey, man, I know you're going to be a great safety one day.
Now, you know what he told him? Hey, Overshow, you can't make every play out there, man. You got to let the
Hey, you can't make all the plays.
You can't make all the plays. You
Slow down, man.
Tackle everybody.
Hey, yo, look, Overshown, listen, Overshown, 3rd and 1. Let them get the first down sometimes, man. Live to find another set of
Hey,
man, you can't make all these plays out.
You already know I'm about to say this, man.
I quit.
Hey, man, when Turpin fumbled the first time, I said, "Damn, it's gonna be a long Monday."
You knew I was laughing, boy. You knew I was laughing.
And then when I just seen with Sky brung up about that block, I said, "Well, damn." You just making me look all kinds of bad out here in these streets, man. Come on, man.
I had totally planned on doing 20 minutes on Turpin, but we just had so much to talk about today. I was going to talk about Turpin for so long. But look, I changed my mind and not talked about Turpin, but because of Will Steele, I ended up doing like 10 minutes on Turpin anyway. So come on.
I think it was warranted, though, because it was real football stuff involved in that. Like, you got to be able to block downfield. You can't, you can't look like that, bro.
No, you can't do it.
Looked like a Tyler was playing out there.
He got blocks. Hey, he got blocked so bad, I didn't even see it when the man fumbled during the live action. I didn't even see Turpin bumping into him, get blocked into him. That's how bad that looked. I'm like, damn, I didn't see that.
Hey,
but
oh boy, picked up Turpin and started swinging at the football. Like, get that shit out of there. Go ahead. What's his name? Sky can't breathe.
He threw him into him like, damn.
Sky can't breathe back here.
But
go ahead, Reek.
But yeah, man, I'm happy for Zeke. I'm happy that Zeke went ahead and got signed to somebody. I know we got to see him this year. That's one thing I'm not
he
like.
Definitely
but, it's good for him. He gets to move on. Yeah. But as far as our group, I think that they need a little bit more time. I think we're gonna be able to better evaluate them when the end is before the end of this preseason is really up. When the end is up,
right?
And Deuce Vaughn, he's a beast, man. You know what I mean? I know people saying that this Barry Sanders stuff, but we need to calm down just a little bit. Yeah, he nice on them jump cuts and stuff like that. I give him props. He's a tough little dude, and I love his heart. Yeah. So I know he's gonna be a great addition to this team. That's what we need. Yeah. But far as the defense, I'm gonna switch to the defense right quick, and this is what I'm gonna end it on. We gotta stop. They gotta get better with holding up those blocks on the edges, man. Because I see that now that Mazi came in here, the interior looks a lot better. These dudes is not trying to from that game. That dude was not trying to run up the middle at these dudes because there was nowhere to run up there. The only other place it was to run was to the outside. They got to get better with holding up those blocks on the edge to make runners run back to the inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the linebackers could clean it up. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, there was some lost containment on a couple dudes.
We looked pretty good against their ones.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I do agree with you guys on that one.
Yeah. I got you, Reek. Appreciate you, man.
Salute, Reek.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Wanye specifically and Bell and Land. They had some bad ones where they lost containment. Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right, guys, man. I'll holler at you later, man. But to whoever that dude was talking about us, everybody us joking around on here. Yeah. Hey, man, we don't take that tender TV stuff on this wavelength over here, man. We don't take that, man. If you don't like it, man, get out the kitchen, bro. Don't even come back, man. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
He good now. He good. He just appreciate you, Reek. Good call, man. Yeah, man. He just misunderstood how we do things. It's okay. Damn, boy, he tried to pit us against each other. He said, "That's why I watch Law and I don't watch none of y'all." So I'm like, "Hey, man, we Law our friend." we text.
Shit, Law get it too.
Yeah,
come on, man.
You know what? That's why you and Will ain't even friends for real. Like, sir, whoa. Shit, man, now I gotta call you after the show. Like, come on, man. Will Steele.
Yeah.
Why the fuck Turpin laid face down so long? Why did he stay face down so long, Will Steele?
Did you notice this? He was in that same position when he fumbled. Just damn.
No.
Yeah. He just stayed down. I mean, he couldn't get up and get the ball, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. And look, somebody said, why they ask him to block? They ain't asking him to, right? Like,
he's just on the field.
You just got to block downfield. And unfortunately, his size, it's the other angle, bro.
Hold on.
This one is the one. This is the one where I was like, yo, he literally disappeared. He went to the blip. And then he blipped back out and made a fumble.
Where the hell 50 come from? Hold on, number 50. 50 just ended up tackling Turpin. The quarterman just ended up tackling Turpin. Oh,
that's gonna be, in all seriousness, though, that is going to be something to monitor. You know, downfield, you know, blocking. I didn't even think of that. You know, I'm just thinking about, hey man, put the ball in his hands, get him going.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, boy, Jalen Tolbert just with the effort. That boy,
good effort.
His life, ain't he?
Good effort by both, but better execution.
I mean, you know, but you know, Jalen Tolbert, you know, blocked like he, you know, 6'2".
Yes.
205, at least 210. Turpin ain't never coming on here, dog.
Never.
Turpin ain't never coming on here, dog. Oh man. Who's bigger, Turpin or Deuce?
Turpin. Turpin is taller.
Turpin taller, but Deuce a little heavier.
Deuce thicker, yeah.
Deuce a little heavier. Okay. Let's get to these calls we don't know and not make fun of them. 229, what's up? Who this?
Yeah, what happened?
Now maybe take it back now. What you got? What's good? What you 229? Who this? What's your name? Who this?
Turpin said on your left.
Okay, we got you. What you got for us?
Man, I'm just coming from training camp, seeing
Okay.
a walk through today, man.
Okay.
And yeah, them boys big out there, man.
Yeah.
This is Damone Clark.
Clark look big out there?
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good game. They can't go through their progression, man. I don't know what they got going on.
Yeah. Hey man, but you know what? That's the problem though, man. Like when you have these quarterbacks and they're not making throws, we don't really know what the receiver's gonna do. You know what I mean? So we can like Jalen Brooks when Dak throwing the ball, but shit, what happens when Cooper Rush and them throwing the ball? We really don't know who good, you know?
Yeah, they be ready. Taking their time. They just ready to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Like they just gonna get sacked as soon as they hike the ball.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's
crazy out there.
What else you seen? Great idea. What else you seen today in practice, man? Did the O-line look good? You know, I understand Zach probably wasn't out there just yet.
It was just a walkthrough.
They walked through. Okay, that sounds good. Who was the first kick return man out there?
Oh, they ain't even do special teams.
They ain't do special teams. Goddamn.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I got you. What else you got for us? You got anything else?
The defense looked good. That was except for the cornerbacks and Marquise Bell. He looked like he's scared to tackle, man.
Yeah. A word?
What wrong with what?
Well, I mean, they can't.
He was hesitating a lot. He knew what the play was. He was hesitating.
Well, they can't tackle at practice though.
We talking about the game?
On the game. Oh, okay. Marquise Bell in the preseason. Okay, well, Marquise Bell look a little scared. What you think about Overshown? You think Overshown did good?
Oh yeah, most definitely. That was his key play right there. That 3rd and 1.
The 3rd and 1. Yeah. I feel you, bro. I feel you. What else you got for us? Got anything else?
Nah, I need that to step up this year, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He hold it on me in the playoff game.
Yeah.
He's a good quarterback, but I need him to step up when it really matters.
Yeah, I got you, bro. Hey man, let's go ahead and give Overshown number 0 and let's give Deuce number 2 and quit playing so much. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Deuce showed that. He needs to be number 2. Don't do my first time calling in. Hey, yeah, y'all some comedians though. I be laughing at y'all every day listening to y'all.
Hey man, appreciate you so. Hey, look, thank you for being a good sport, man.
Thank you, brother.
So much better when you a good sport. What's your name again?
Man, sport. Yeah, I'm from Georgia, brother. I'm from Georgia. Not Atlanta though. Everybody think everybody from Georgia from Atlanta. Nah, I ain't from Atlanta.
Okay, so you say your name is Matt. What you say your name is Matt Sports? Fort Sports. Spell that. Fort. Like whatever you said before sports. Spell that so I can know what to put you in at.
That's exactly what it is. It's sport, brother.
Your name is.
That's the nickname that my phone gave me.
Oh, okay. Your name is Sport. Okay, I thought you were like a podcast or something. All right, Sport. I'm gonna put you down as Sport.
Why you gonna say it like that? Like that's your little one. Come on, man.
All right, Squirt. I appreciate you, Sport. Good call, man.
Good call, bro.
Hey, I just put you down platinum, so next time you call in, I know it's you. Thank you for being a good sport. And we'll tap in with you later, man. Salute.
Right, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I like those. Yeah, because we get some good stuff in here, but he was a good. I'm trying not to do a pun, but he was a good sport about it.
He was a good sport. And look, Randy in the chat box right now. Look, Voch, you're making fun of these people. You laughing at them. Like, no.
I mean, but it was a layup. Come on, man, that's an alley.
Yeah, what else would you
What
want me
supposed to do? He ain't talking about.
Yeah. But look, he's the high version of that. Where he was like, yeah, man, shit, man. Deuce is looking good, man. Yeah. One last call, man. We're gonna get up out of here.
Somebody in the chat said, ask them, did they squabble down there?
Did they squabble? Yeah, that boy's big out there. Oh man, 772. Last call. What up? Who this?
Hey. This is Donnie out of Fort Pierce. Hey, Voch.
Yes, ma'am.
What's up, Voch? And you?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on with you? What's happening? What you got for us today?
Ain't nothing. I just want to say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Tell that guy who wants y'all to stop laughing and having a good time talking about our Cowboys to get some thick skin.
Right.
My second point is tell the NFL that defense is going to wreck it on the NFL this year, baby.
Yes, ma'am. It's coming.
And one more thing, Voch.
Yes, ma'am.
I watch y'all guys every day. I'm not subscribed. I'm ashamed of that.
I understand.
But y'all can clown on me all day long.
Oh man, we love you so much. We love that so much. Let me ask you a question though. What you cook today?
I'm about to say, what's your size?
Oh, I cook. I'm at work, as a matter of fact. I cook some Salisbury steak, some mashed potatoes.
Okay, some sides.
Some squash with zucchini baked in the oven with some cheese and butter.
Ooh, let me give you one of these. Give you one of these. Hey, thank you so much. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Yes, and I've been a fan since 1981. I was 11 years old.
King G, better go somewhere.
I remember that catch. I remember all the Super Bowls. Yeah. And this year, I'm going to jail with you, Voch.
You better not.
Come on.
You winning that thing.
You better not. Dontrell gonna see us.
Hey, it's cool. She can go to jail with us. We know she's gonna be in the kitchen.
I'm going to jail with you, Voch, because we winning
cooking up that Salisbury.
Oh man, that is so fun. What's your name again?
Dorothy. I'm so glad I got to talk to you guys, and I love all y'all. I like when I seen you and Steele on the last word. I was like, yes,
ma'am.
My Cowboys come together, even in the YouTube. Ooh, y'all doing y'all thing. Keep up the good work.
Miss Dorothy, thank you so much. This call gave me life. It was so incredible, and it just made my day for the rest of the day. Thank you so much, Miss Dorothy.
Yes, and continue having fun and making your content, because you ain't doing nothing wrong. You ain't picking at people.
Yes, ma'am.
You just having fun.
You just having fun.
And I enjoy it. I'm going to get on the YouTube now and watch it. We run it.
Oh, man. Thank you so much, Miss Dorothy. You have a good day now.
You're welcome. All right, Will. I watch you in the morning, A to Z too. You doing your thing too.
Thank you so much, Miss Dorothy, for the support, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Man. Enjoy yourself, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Dorothy said we're not in Kansas anymore.
Boy, we're gonna have to put Miss Dorothy in the rafters, man. Put that jersey in them rafters, man. What
Did you hear what I said?
That's why we do it, Will. Still, you know what I'm saying? That's why we do it. And somewhere Randy just sitting back, mad he even said anything. Hey, come on, man. What a show from everybody, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Supers.
Man, good stuff. Have fun.
And Will, still, you know how we just keep them concurrent viewers. I've never seen nothing like that before.
Shouts out to Dylan.
And hey, this is science, bro. Shouts out to Dylan, man. Shouts out to Alyssa. Shouts out to everybody. To
Audrey, Aubrey, bro, Logan.
Aubrey. Everybody got
Christian,
A names.
Paul.
Everybody got A names, right?
Yeah, that is true. Audrey, Alyssa, Aubrey. Yeah.
Audrey, Aubrey, Alyssa.
And then you got bro.
I ain't got bro. Oh man. Chat, we had a very productive conversation with the volume. That's what we talking about. It's just a behind the scenes conversation. We had a very, very productive day.
And look, man, I said this already before, Voch, but I can't help it, bro. There's some good things cooking up for this season, man. Some amazing things cooking up. Shout out to the volume behind us, allowing us to spread our wings and be able to have fun.
Have a little bit of fun. Hey, Will, still Dylan. Boy, please don't let my phone be dead. Boy, I needed a flashlight so bad. Dylan just opened the briefcase and went, oh. I've never seen numbers so beautiful.
Seen this.
I've never seen numbers so beautiful before. Shouts out to Paul. Shouts out to Pat. Shouts out to Chris. Shouts out to Jason, man. Shouts out to Brumley, man. Y'all, we all do fantastic work here, man. I appreciate y'all. Like y'all, we couldn't do it without y'all, man. Couldn't do it without y'all. Company Voch. Let's get into these supers. To the 14th. Plenty on the volume side. Appreciate y'all. Never pull out Shaq. Drop the 5. It says, my fofo make sure all other little quarterbacks don't throw. Hashtag studio fun. Appreciate you. A little bit of Tupac quote there. Appreciate you. Queen hopped in the chat and dropped 5. She says, they let my boy Zeke get away. I'm sick.
Oh, we should have said that about Queen. Twan he's conceded. Queen definitely wanted him back.
Queen
hurt.
Yeah, Queen a little hurt, man, but it's all right, bro. She'll be all right, man. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good, man. Turpin hurt more than anybody.
Somebody said Turpin took the most beating on that.
He took the most tackles and he had
his damn helmet came off. You know, his helmet keep coming off. You ever notice that?
Yeah. I don't think he tightens it up. I just think, he's probably one of them guys that tightens it up when he think he's about to get the ball. Yeah. But they just try to be swaggy and just had a helmet on. Man, tighten your chin strap up. Mansa Musa dropped a dime and says, is Deuce Vaughn who we hope Kevontae Turpin would be? Don't ask Voch. I think they're going to be two different players doing two different roles.
Bro, I just think he's... Did we say this when he came out? Like, I get it. He's 5'5", and I know he's going to be, labeled as a specialty. But I don't know how you can watch him in college, see the production... Deuce Vaughn, yes. See the production, Voch, and the amount of carries, and be like, he's only Lance Dunbar.
And they only saying that because he's the, shorter back. If Deuce Vaughn was like 5'11", he'd be up there in the Gibbs Bijan conversation. Real talk. Like, there's nothing that Bijan and them have done that
production wise,
yeah, skill set wise also, right? If he was 5'10", if he was 5'10", 5'11", everything would be damn near equal for them. You know what I'm saying? But they got the size or whatever, so that kind of puts them ahead. But like in terms of the numbers and what they've done and pedigree versus good teams, Deuce is up there with all them boys. Just as much as y'all can say Big 12 defense, but Deuce say Big 12 defense for Bijan's, huh?
Yeah, and he played well against the other Power Fives.
Play great. Brother L says he dropped the Deuce. He says they let Queen Boy get away. I'm well. No, you're not, Brother L. Y'all ain't love Zeke that much. And then they probably love Zeke that much. And then King Elman dropped the 5 and says, I know Antoine fell to his knees at Walmart when the Zeke to the Pats news broke. That was a fantastic super chat. Appreciate you, King Element. And let's run over here to the Voch side. So hit refresh here. Today's the 14th. FRK 180 Frick dropped a dime and says, best afternoon show in the business. Thank you, sir. Thanks for all you do. Salute. Thank you very much for your contribution. Appreciate. I just want to thank Zach Golson again for dropping what he dropped in the PayPal last Saturday, boys. Zach Golson just shots out.
Yeah, I heard that one. Shit. He dropped the deuce.
Also, y'all tap into Bleach Report too. We do some pretty good work over there. We're gonna get Will Steele and Fuster King and all the characters on Bleach Report pretty soon. Appreciate y'all. Adrian Lindsay dropped the deuce and says a deuce and says I won't trust Josh Ball to push shopping carts. Me neither, sir. Jimmy O dropped the deuce and says someone take Josh Ball and roof it like a bully. What do roof it mean? That's some old slang. Roof it like a bully.
Not sure.
Appreciate you, Jimmy O. Smoke one for you, drop 5. He says, wow, isn't it funny? He signed. Isn't it funny that Zeke signed and Zach signed after Deuce went? Okay, Zeke signed somewhere else after Deuce went off, but Zach Martin signed after Josh Ball was horrible.
Well, it was announced. Zeke signed yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. Got you. But that is interesting though. If I just conspiracy.
The interesting thing is he signed the very next weekday after the first preseason game where you got a chance to see all those backup interior linemen.
You're right, exactly.
That's the interesting part.
Will said Aisha says, y'all stop saying yeah.
Yeah. It's wobbling out there now.
Thank you, sir. Just thought this was. It's our favorite drop. That's our drop of the month.
I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna keep saying this. So y'all remember, if you're going to the game, give me a yeah sign, man.
Just run up on us.
We'll know sign. No, I mean in the game. Like make one, put it up there, and see if Fox or whatever can catch it. Oh, that'd be so dope.
Crazy. Adrian,
where our potential merch that's coming out here soon.
We need to see what the cuts look like. We need to see even cuts across the board, and then we're gonna have a conversation. Appreciate you, Smoke one for you. Adrian Lindsay dropped the 5 and says, hey Schmeagles fans, can I find more than one highlight play of Jalen Carter versus backups? My day 3 running back got 3+ highlights versus backups. Hey, I'm just ready to see him, dog. I'm just ready to see him whenever we see him. I don't need to see Eagles highlights on the internet. I wasn't even looking for him.
One play. Look, Carter's gonna be fine. He's gonna be good. He's a good player.
He'll be good.
What is this? What is this? Anyway, man, go ahead.
Jalen Carter gonna be really good. Zach's back though. Dan the Man dropped a 5 and says, to the people who are complaining about Zach getting a raise, don't go to your boss and ask for a raise neither. That's facts.
Yo, come on.
I stand with the players, son. B dropped 5 and says, am I tripping or is Deuce way better than or is Deuce a way better option than Dunbar or Choice in the past? Yeah, I think Deuce can be better than those guys for sure. I like having 2 running backs that can hit you for 25 just like that. I think Deuce gonna be much bigger than
that. Bro, that is something different though. Like it's been a minute since and this is not a knock on Zeke. Zeke had that explosiveness early, right? But wasn't that paired with Alfred Morris?
Yes.
Alfred Morris wasn't giving you that, right? So, excuse me. There wasn't kind of that punch. I think the last time we might have seen this was DeMarco Murray and Joe Randall. Neither of them had the same quickness and speed as Tony and Deuce, but they made big plays. But this is going to be interesting, man. If Deuce does become that guy that you give the ball to 10, 11, 12 times,
sure.
TP and Deuce, the electricity doesn't leave the field, bro.
What a combo.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
What a combo. You know, it ain't like last year, like Zeke, like when, and I ain't trying to shit on Zeke, but when Tony come off the field, we could just expect a 1 yard run up A gap or whatever.
Yeah, you weren't getting big runs. You had Zeke's strength was short yardage, goal line. He wasn't, getting you 20, 25 yard plus gains. So what happened?
Big plays, man. The explosives, as Will still says. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you, B. And Derek Smalls dropped a 5 says Miss Dorothy sound like she can make a mean cornbread and a mean Salisbury steak and a mean what she say? Squash. Yeah, all that.
I ain't had Salisbury steak, fam.
Come on, man.
I don't even know the last time. Now I want some Miss Dorothy Salisbury steak.
Yeah, man. And look, I didn't even have to prompt her, Will. So let me just cut the shit off.
She came up with the
I didn't even have to prompt and ask, hey, did you make sides or anything? Like, she went straight into sides, Will Steele. Like, come on, son. Like, that's a classy woman. It's a classy woman. She ain't got to worry about nothing in this life. But whatever, though. Marcus Hardison, where you at, sir? We ain't doing. And Marcus just got them shits copied and saved. And he's just ready. Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, that's me, Will, Stephen Jones, and John Stevens. At the volume, do you know why? Hold on, shit. Gotta bring this. Here we go. At the volume, do you know why a fool can't be saved? Because it's difficult to free fools from the chains they revere. Come on now. Do you know why a fool can't be saved? Because it's different. Shit, it's difficult. Hold on. Do you know why a fool can't be saved? Because it's difficult to free fools from the chains they revere. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, boy. Because if you stuck in a situation, you a fucking fool. Like, if you keep doing the same dumb shit, you a fool. If you won't make, the necessary improvements, you a fool. Come on, son. Will Steele, you ever seen somebody keep messing up? You look at them like, damn, dog, you must want to be here.
I got family members like that.
Likewise. Anyway, day 3 of Marcus Hardison requesting Ski Mask Voch. Appreciate you, sir. Hold this L, line, sleep outside, UNLV, Young Pimp, Young Lion. Thank you, sir.
Hey, happy birthday to Suge Midnight. Salute to you, brother.
Who is that? That's a real Karen?
Yeah, in the chat. He said, listening to the greatest duo in Cowboys content universe on my birthday, man. Appreciate you.
Suge Midnight is madness, but hey, we
right, that's dope. It's kind of dope.
We follow rules here. Happy birthday, sir.
Can I tell you how dope it is that Marcus Hardison song? Tell you a quick story. I was watching Agent Cody Banks 2 with my oldest, and they were doing an orchestra joint, right? And I heard this playing, right?
Yep.
And me and my buck both looked at each other like, that's Marcus Hardison's music. That's Marcus Hardison's music. Like, that's just so fire, man. And I understand it's not Marcus Hardison. It's a classical, but that's just dope. You know what I mean?
I was live twitching and we were playing Harry Potter, and they played like a rendition of this, right? And I'm just playing the game, right? And the song goes on. I'm just like, Marcus Hardison says,
yeah,
at the vault. You know what I'm saying? You just go through it. You know what I mean? But hey, man, lovely thing that we have here, Will Steele.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely thing that we have here. I always want Marcus Hardison to be a part of the show, even when this thing blows up and the chat box can't keep up with with the show because it's going so fast because there's so many people watching. Man, Marcus, send me an email for that day and I'll read it off.
I was just about to say, even if we don't get nothing, we dropping the beat and we'll come up with our own, because that's what Voch was doing when you wasn't here.
Yeah. We'll just figure it out, man. That's just a part of the show. I just feel like it's not going anywhere. We do a lot of special things on this show, Will Steele. I just sit back and I just listen back sometimes, man. I'm like, man, it's on the way. I have ultimate faith in this show and what it is, and I feel like it's on the way. And on days like this where y'all just kind of show up and we just maintain the viewer count the whole way. Dylan from the volume loves that as well, but man, we do too, because we understand sometimes, shows ebbs and flows, and when we're done talking football, we expect people to leave. And when we start talking shit, we expect people to leave, and we take phones and we do the Marcus Hardison quotes. We do super chats. We expect people to leave because the football is done, but 1,000 of y'all just hang around, and that means the world to us. That means y'all really appreciate what we do, and we love y'all for loving us. Me and Will still gonna be in Frisco for camp. Y'all be sure to tap in with us. We have the official itineraries in the email now. You know what I mean? So it's locked in. So we gonna cross that bridge with y'all whenever we get there. Y'all follow me on all my platforms, VOCHLOMBARDI. And be sure to hit the like on all the volumes pages and all that. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. But then make sure you follow me on Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. We watched the offense today, specifically offensive line, Awesome Richards, and all that good stuff. And click. And tomorrow we're going to be watching defense. So y'all be sure to tap into that. Patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. And Twitch will be coming soon, man. We're going to get back into Twitch, but this is just a really busy day that we had to take care of some business here. And y'all follow my point guard, the best in the business, Master William Skywalker Steele, at Skywalker Steele, STEELE on social medias, and A to Z Dallas on YouTube in the morning, 8:30 to 10:30. Appreciate you, sir. You're the best.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Now, I'm in this link. I'm going to drop this link in the chat. The show never stops. I mean, we're gonna stop and cut the live off, but there's some extra content for y'all. I broke down the Mazi Smith, a little bit of Overshown, a lot of Damone Clark. I really wanted to show how fast our linebackers are now, and I wanted to show how Mazi eats up blocks. Just so we can have something to fight the nonsense narrative out there that's on social media and all that. You know what I mean? Celebrate Zach getting signed, celebrate Zeke getting signed, and y'all enjoy the rest of your day, man. Go over there and click that link, and I'll meet you over there. Holler at me in the chat box and let us know that you're coming from the stream. Okay, y'all hold down for the Dosey Wilson Peace Squeeze. Till next time, volume.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Can you not be? Unless you don't like fun. Isn't there a
Pussy King show? I ain't watching y'all.
Isn't there a Randy drop? Randy just has to die for everybody else's sins, because every time we see that, I'm gonna find that Randy drop. Randy?
Randy?